Hi and welcome to another segment of Building with Beasts on Mana for Dragons. I'm Mike. I'm occasionally known as the moniker Cursed with Opulence. Today we're going to be cracking open a core 2021 pre-release kit, putting a deck together ready for some games with James later on today, who, as we all know, is a bit of a beast at limited, hence why this is called Building with Beasts. For clarity, he's the beast, I'm not the beast. So yeah, I'm going to get into it. I've already taken off the annoying plastic wrapping. Let's crack it open. Yeah, dice, great. A bit about Teferi. Yeah, we're going to throw that to one side. Let's see what we've got. So promo. Thieves Guild Enforcer, Human Rogue with Flash. Okay, well, we'll pop that there and have a look and see if we get anything to support that. Let's get the first of the boosters open. So I'm going to try something a bit different today. Normally, I sort just by colour. I thought today I might try something else I've seen, which is sorting by rarity. So I'll put all my commons down here. Hopefully you can all see my playmat okay. Yeah. And we'll go through it, and then I'll pop the bombs and the uncommons at the top. Probably should be going through the cards as I'm putting them down, but let's just wait and see. Feat of Resistance. There we go. So, Untempered Veteran, Human Knight. Interesting. Fierce Empath could be useful, depending if I buy get any other bombs. Experimental Overload, we'll stick our multicoloured ones there. So that good for a spell slinger. Create XX blue, red, and weird, blue and red weird creature token with X number of instant sorceries in my graveyard. Then can return instant or sorcery and exile it. Not bad, not bad. Here we go. Joel Rael, Mwonvuli Recluse. When you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature. And then 4 green, end of turn creature control, have base power toughness XX. Where X number of cards in my hand. Green card draw. Let's see what I can do. Oh, lovely Showcase Forest and a zombie token. There we go. Not seeing much, but then you never do after pack 1, do you? Okay, so Wall of Runes, Masked Blackguard, another Human Rogue. Okay, so you've got some synergy there with Thieves Guild Enforcer. Love a good dinosaur. Ornery Dilophosaur, Death Touch 2/2 for 4, maybe. Onaki Ogre, Read the Tides. Yeah, not really sure. I'm loving that really. Deathbringer Thalid, a reprint from Dominaria. Dies, create a Sapling. Sabertooth Mauler. Just suppose you can't see that very well, maybe. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died, put a 1/1 counter on it and tap it. Okay. Secure the Scene. Exile. Target non-land permanent. Quite pricey at 4 mana. See that Prismite. Yeah. Pop that one down there. Frost Breath. Could be good. Could be good. Unleash Fury. Double power of target creatures to target creature end of turn. Could be good, maybe as a bit of a finisher, perhaps. Sanctum of Tranquil Light. I do like the new Legendary Shrine cycle. Not necessarily for this day. What have we got here? Faith's Fetters. Potentially. Not loving it necessarily at 4 mana. I mean, there's a bit of life gain there, which could be good. Can't attack or block. Yeah. See the Truth. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those into your hand and the rest on the bottom in any order. Just cast them anywhere other than your hand. Eat those cards into your hand instead. Not sure. And then the Saltwater Cliffs. Right, pack 3. Nothing really pulling me in any one direction at the moment. So let's see what else I've got here. Infernal Scarring. That could be quite good. Hey, the Dreadmore. I mean, if I can play the Dreadmore, I should play the Dreadmore. Crash Through, probably quite good, giving some trample. Spined Megalodon. Hexproof 5/7 for 7 mana whenever it attacks Scry 1. Duress, an old favourite. Maybe could be good if you can view the hand, get rid of the bomb. Life goes on. Not about that really. Anointed Chorister with a 1/1 lifelink. Can buff it. Scorching Dragonfire. That's not bad removal wise, maybe. Garruk's Gorehorn. Fairly vanilla 7/3 for 5. Not terrible, maybe. If I'm lacking something top end. Makeshift Battalion. Try the creature to attack with a 1/1 counter on it. Let's see. The Blue Sanctum. Beginning of pre-combat main phase, draw X cards or X number of shrines I control if you do discard a card. Okay. Could we make shrines work at a sealed? I don't know. Chandler's Piling, Elemental Lizard for source control, deals non-combat damage. It gets +1 and +A double strike. Fungal Rebirth, return target permanent from graveyard to hand, create Sacrilings. Oh, Sad Robot, Summon Simulacrum, enters basic land, both tapped. I mean, I don't really like it for this. Yes, it's ramp, but 4 mana. Ramp on a body for 4 mana, and it dies, draw a card. I don't know. Conflicted. And then, tokens and lands. Right, pack 4. Gearing myself up here for another disappointing pre-release deck. Okay, so we've got a Goblin Arsonist. Dies, I can do damage, maybe. Ordalian Arcanist. I can tap and spend mana for instants and sorceries, possibly some synergy with Experimental Overload. Caged Zombie. That's that very well. Tap to lose life. Activate it only if a creature died this turn. Tessian Training. Enchantment. It's just a reprint, I think, from the recent Theros one. Enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. I like that. I think that could be good. That could be good. That goes wrong pile. Furor of the Bitten. Enchant creature gets +2/+2 and attacks each combat if able. Could be interesting. Defiant Strike. A bit of a combat trick. Gets +1/+0. Draw a card. Teferi's Protege. Human Wizard, the showcase version. Revitalize. Bit meh, not for this. Turret Ogre. 4 mana reach. When it enters the battlefield for control of the creature power 4 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Could be good. Carrion Grub. Gets +X/+A, where X is the greatest power among creatures in my graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. I don't know if I'm going to be leaning into self-milling this one. Hey, Selfless Savior. Sacrifice that, another creature I control gains indestructible at end of turn. 1/1 for 1. Seems decent. Bazri's Solidarity. +1/+ counter on each creature I control. Again, could be good. Oh, a Ruined Halo. It enters the battlefield, choose a card name. I have protection from the chosen card name. Don't see me making use of that. Okay. Oh, a Foil Plains and a Scout Barons. Lovely. Right, pack 5. I'm not seeing a huge amount of synergies at the moment. So Wishcoin Crab, okay. Walking Corpse. Zombie Bear, 2/2 for 2. Portcullis Vine, not bad. It gives you a nice defender. You can sacrifice something with defender and draw a card. So you could sacrifice it and draw a card late game if you need to. Hold some things off early game. Sure Strike, fairly standard combat trick. Could be good. Legion's Judgment. Now, I think this could be decent in this kind of format. It's going to be a lot slower. People are going to be playing higher power creatures as their bombs. Get rid of something. Could be okay. Again, Capture Sphere would play that if I was in blue. Tapping down, possibly the biggest threat. Quite good. Forgotten Sentinel enters the battlefield tapped. 4 mana for a 4/3. We'll see. Oh, excellent. Rambunctious Mutt. Now it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. The only downside, 5 mana, 3 white for a 3/4. Maybe, don't know. Liliana Steward. 1 mana for a 1/2 zombie that I can tap and sacrifice. Target opponent discards a card. Activate anytime I can cast a sorcery. I don't know. Miscast. Yeah. I don't know if I like this for limited, really. Yes, it's a 1 mana counter spell. Someone's going to pay 3, maybe. We've got here Enthralling Hold. Enchant creature. You can't choose an untapped creature as the spell's target as you cast it. You control enchanted creature. Yeah. Law Scale Coatl. Whenever I draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Don't know if I've got huge amounts of card draw. I've got bits and pieces in there. Maybe. What have we got here? Oh, rare showcase Garruk's Harbinger. Hexproof from black. It's 1 green. For 4/3, whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards on top of your library. You reveal a creature or Garruk planeswalker from among them, put it into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Well, I don't have a Garruk's planeswalker. Foil Tome Anima. Can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Don't know. And an island and a beast token. Right, last pack. Last pack. See what we've got. Okay, Crypt Lurker. Enters the battlefield, sacrifice a creature or discard a creature card. If I do, just draw a card. Okay. Ranger's Guile. There we go. +1/+1 and hexproof till end of turn. Decent. I like that. Nice bit of evasion. Hobble Fiend. Yeah, not sure. Opt. Gloom Sower. Whenever Gloom Sower becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. 7 mana for an 8/6. Radiant Fountain. Spot a bit of life gain. Enters the battlefield, gain 2 life. Tap for colourless. Gale Swooper. 4 mana for 3/2 flyer. Enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying till end of turn. Yeah, that's not horrible. Revitalize again. Hunter's Edge, put a +1/+1 on target creature I control, then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature I don't control. Could be good. It deals damage, not fight. That's quite good. Spellgorger Weird. Reprint, I think that was in War of the Spark. Cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's can be quite good. Can get out of hand. Heartfire Immolator, Human Wizard. 2/2 prowess. Cast a non-creature spell, gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Pay a red, sacrifice it, deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Interesting. Unsubstantiate, return target creature or spell to its owner's hand. That could be useful. Skyway Sniper. It's a 1/2 for 1 mana with reach. And 2 and a green, deals 1 damage to target creature with flying. Not very exciting. And here we go, a Spark Hunter Mastercore. There's an additional cost to cast this spell, which is 3 mana already. Discard a card. Has protection from planeswalkers. Pay 1, it deals 1 damage to target planeswalker. 3, gains indestructible end of turn. How many planeswalkers am I likely to encounter in James's deck to make this worthwhile? So there we go, there's some lands. Right, so now we come to the bit that I always really struggle with. And it's looking through, seeing what we've got. So I think we can discount Ruined Halo. Basri's Solidarity could be good if I'm going down a creature strategy and I'm putting +1/+1 count on everything for 2 mana, could be really useful. The Selfless Savior, could sacrifice it to save one of my bombs if I need to. It's a 1/1 for 1, it's okay. Faith's Fetters. Seems a bit pricey at 4 mana. I gain 4 life off of it, and I can take out possibly the biggest creature if I need to. The Sanctum, maybe. If I needed a mana sink late game, maybe. But then I've only got 2 shrines, and I'm probably not. It's probably not worth it. The Tempered Veteran, could be some synergy there. Maybe. So we'll look at the rest of the white. Revitalize is a just no. Gale Swooper. Although, yeah, maybe. Let's not be too hasty. Gain 3 life, draw a card, maybe. The Flyer, I like that. Enters, gives something else flying. I do like the Rambunctious Mutt, but I think it's just a bit expensive for what it does. Legion's Judgment, good removal, I think, for this format. Anointed Chorister, 1/1 for 1. Lifelinker, potentially. Again, Revitalize. Defiant Strike, yep. I like that, buff your creature, draw a card. Makeshift Battalion and 2 other creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on Makeshift Battalion. Secure the Scene, exile for 5 mana, and its controller give them a 1/1. Rambunctious Mutt again. Feat of Resistance, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Gains protection, colour of my choice end of turn. So there's some +1/+1 counter synergy stuff in there. So let's see, Unsubstantiate I think could be useful. Return something to their hand. Enthralling Hold, yes, could be good late game. To steal the biggest creature, to steal the biggest threat. Miscast, not convinced by that. Sanctum, if I had some draw card synergy, maybe. Number of shrines I control will be 2. I don't think I'm going to go into blue-white. And See the Truth, top 3 cards of my library, 1 into my hand, and the rest at the bottom. Maybe. So Opt is, if I was in blue, I'd play Opt. It's decent. It's scry 1, draw a card. Tome Anima, I don't know. Depends on the card draw. Capture Sphere, yes, would play. Wishcoin Crab, yeah, probably not. Draw, discard, so yeah, there could be some synergy there with other things. Maybe if I was going the Spellslinger route. Spined Megalodons at top end. Frost Breath, yeah, could be good to get through. 3 mana. Don't really want, no, I don't. Do I want to draw 3 cards for 6 mana? Or return 2 target creatures? Could do late game. Wall of Ruins Defender, scrying, again, could hold them off. Rousing Reed, enters, draw 2, discard a card. Chance creatures +1/+1 flying. And then cancel, good old counter spell. Not sure about black, really. The Carrion Grub, I'm not keen on the self-mill aspect of it for 4 mana. We could, depending on what I've got in my graveyard, maybe. So whenever this or another rogue enters the battlefield, each opponent mills 2. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, it gets +2/+1, has Death Touch. Do I have any rogues to support that? I think I have 1. Yeah, I have 1. I have precisely 1 other rogue. So that's not something I'm going to really go down the route of. Yeah, I'm not really loving black, to be honest. Perhaps I'm making the wrong call. I always have this kind of fear at pre-releases that I'm just not assessing cards properly. I'm sure many of you do as well. Yeah, I'm going to discount black. So that leaves me really looking at red and green now. Unleash Fury, double the power of target creature till end of turn. I like that. That could be really good. That's a really solid combat trick, especially if I can give something trample. That could be a finisher. Chandler's Piling, whenever a source I control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, it's +1/+8. I don't think I've got much in here that deals non-combat damage. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else I've got. So Heartfire Immolator, Prowess, casting lots of non-creature spells. Maybe. Let's see. The Spellgorger Weird, again, built for more of a spellcaster thing, maybe. Hobble Fiend, it's a 2/1 trampler. Yeah, I don't know about that, with sacrificing it to buffing it, maybe. Sure Strike, good old favourite. Target creature gets +3/+0 gains first strike till end of turn. So nice little combat trick. Turret Ogre. I think this is okay for this format, really. A 4/3 reacher for 4, and it enters the battlefield for control of the creature power 4 or greater. Deal 2 damage to each opponent. Could be okay. Fury of the Bitten. Maybe. I don't know. Put it something on a 2/2, make it attack each combat available. Get them blocking. Goblin Arsonist. When it dies, I can have it deal 1 damage to any target. It's not a bad early game. Scorching Dragonfire, 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. So slightly better Lightning Strike. Well, actually slightly worse because it's not 20 target. Get it right, Mike. Don't know. Crash Through, I think could be relevant. It gives trample, and I get to draw a card off of it. Now, yeah, the Anaki Ogre, fairly vanilla, but it's a 4/2 for 3. I think that would fit nicely in the 3-mana slot of the right deck. That would be okay. Give it trample. Pitchburn Devils, when it dies, it deals 3 damage to any target. You know, it's a 3/3 for 5. That's not horrible. Burn Bright. So I'm going down a bit of an aggro route. Maybe then creatures I control get +2/+0 till end of turn. Seems good. And then Destructive Tampering. So choose one, destroy target artifact or creature that flying can't block this turn. So I'm ending up going down an aggro route, which, you know, just a little spoiler alert, possibly, maybe. Yeah, that could be decent. So let's see what I've got here. The Skyway Sniper, a 1/2 with reach for 1. I can use it as a mana sink later on to deal damage to target creature for flying. I don't know how many 1/1 flyers are going to be in the game. Garruk's Harbinger. Right, so we've got a 4/3 for 3 with Hexproof from black. Deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker. Look at that many cards on top of your library. Can reveal a creature or a Garruk planeswalker. Well, that's irrelevant. No Garruk planeswalker here. But I can get a creature off of it. I quite like the look of this. I think it could be decent. Fungal Rebirth. Return target permanent of my graveyard to my hand. If a creature died this turn, create 2 1/1 green sacrament tokens. Not horrible. Not horrible. Could get stuff back from my graveyard if I want to. Let's see. Right. So Joel Rael, my one really recluse. Whenever I draw my second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. Do I have much draw a card synergy? I don't know. Possibly, yeah, possibly in blue. Let's see. So it could be. And then Fierce Empath. Okay, so enters the battlefield, search for a creature card, converted mana cost 6 or greater, put it to my hand. So what have I got? I've got a few that I could work with. Hunter's Edge. I like that. You know, I can deal with a few things. 1/1 counter on target creature I control. Deal damage to its power to target creature I don't control. Ranger's Guile. +1/+1 hexproof till end of turn. Yeah, I like that. Good bit of evasion if needs be. Portcullis Vine. Yeah. Tessian Training. That draws me a card. That could work nicely with Jor-El. Charge creature gets +1 and has trample. Could be good. Yeah, okay. So Tessian Training, my Garruk Scorehorn. That seems reasonable. Yeah, I like that. Life goes on, gain 4 life. Creature died, gain 8 life. Life gain just prolongs things in this format for me. I'm not saying I've never played it, but I'm not saying I won't. The Dreadmore. I mean, surely the rule is you pull a Dreadmore, you play the Dreadmore. Really? Sabertooth Mauler. Nice cat there. Beginning of my end step. Creature died, put a +1/+1 counter on it and untap it. Could be useful. Death Touch Dinosaur. Could be good. I think there could be some synergy there with bigger creatures that I've got. You know, the initial, you know, a 2/2 for 4, although with Death Touch. But yeah, that could be okay. A Gnarled Sage, the Breach. As long as I've drawn 2 or more cards, it gets +2/+0, has Vigilance. That could be okay. For 5, and then a Return to Nature, and not necessarily an auto include, but could be useful. And then, okay, so whenever I draw a card, I can put a +1/+1 counter on Law Scale Coatl, Experimental Overload. If I was going in the spell slinger route, I think for me it's going to be something in Simic. I think I've got Joel Rael. If I draw my second card, creates me cats. And then if I look, you know, I've got Opt I can draw a card with. I could use the protege to draw and discard. I could tutor up maybe the spined Megalodon with the Fierce Empath, or I could get the Dreadmore. I've got some good removal. I've got suddenly Read the Tides becomes better. Rousing Reed, enchant creature, give something +1/+1 and flying. Draw 2 and then discard. Cancel. Unsubstantiate becomes relevant. I can use Enthralling Hold. Suddenly, the Sanctum of Calm Waters doesn't sound too bad. I could play that for 4. I could draw a card. Even when I'm drawing 1 extra card, it's triggering Jor-El. Yeah. Okay. So maybe let's focus in then on. Let's focus in on blue and green. Let's do that. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Right. So let's go through creatures and non-creatures and do a mana curve. So let's start with our non-creatures down here. Unsubstantiate. That's 5, 2, 4. Okay. Hopefully you can all see this okay. We'll do 3 mana up there. Opt. Read the Tides for 6. Wall of Runes for 1. Cancel. Toe Mana. Capture Sphere. Wish Coin Crab. The Arcanist. Yeah, could be useful. Spined Megalodon. Big beefy 5/7 hexproof. When it attacks I can scry. Rousing Reed and Frost Breath. Okay, we'll throw down the Law Scale Coatl there. So if I'm drawing cards, I can put +1/+1 counter on it. So we've got Return to Nature, Gnarled Sage up there for 5. Ornery Dilophosaur. Move some of these out of the way. Sabertooth Mauler, Dreadmore. Life Goes On. Gorehorn. Tessian Training. Portcullis Vine. Ranger's Guile. Hunter's Edge. Fierce Empath. Fungal Rebirth. The Harbinger. Skyway Sniper. And then Jor-El. So I think, let's not be too hasty. I think, yeah, Solemn Simulacrum does now have a place, I would say. As for the others, so Prismite, Spark Hunter, Masticorn, Forgotten Sentinel, I think we can put those to one side. Okay, so if we're working on the job, if we're going to go lean into Jor-El, drawing cards to make cats, then that's good. So let's see what we've got here. So Wall of Runes, it's not bad for a defender early game. I get to scry, maybe. And it's got defender. Portcullis Vine has defender. I can sorry, you can see that. So Portcullis Vine, hopefully you can see that okay. Portcullis Vine has defender. I can 2 and tap to sacrifice creature defender to draw a card. So I could sacrifice Portcullis Vine itself or Wall of Runes. So actually that would trigger Jor-El for me. Bordalian Arcanist, not 100% sold at the moment, but spend tap to add colorless, spend to cast instant or sorcery. Maybe not. Okay. The Protege, 1 in the blue, draw a card, discard a card. So I can loot. That can help me trigger Jor-El. I think that's a good call. Draw a card, put a +1/+1 on Law Scale Coatl. Fine, that would work. Fierce Empath enters cost 6 or greater. Helps me tutor up either my Colossal Dreadmore or my Spined Megalodon if I want to have those as my big beefy finishes. And then Harbinger. I think you just play it. It's a 3 mana 4/3 hexproof from black. If it deals combat damage, I can get stuff. Yeah, looks good. Tome Anima. Can't be blocked since I've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Well, that kind of leans into everything else, doesn't it? So that'll be okay. Wish Coin Crab. Probably not. Probably not. That can go down there. I think, yeah, the Dilophosaur possibly. I've got some bigger creatures in here. Maybe that would be okay. If I get power of 4 or greater, it gets +2. You know, a 4/4 death touch is strictly better. Saber-tooth Mauler, if something died, put a +1/+1 and then untap it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think that fits with anything else, does it? So we'll pop that in the not sure pile. I think I play it. I think I play it. I get to draw a card when it dies. It ramps me. Yeah, I'll play it. We'll see. I'll play it. Gnarled Sage. If I get draw 2 or more cards, it gets +2/+0 and +0/+2 in vigilance. That kind of leans in with everything else for 5 mana, and it's a 4/4 reach, not to be sniffed at. You know, we want evade. People want evasion in this format. They want flying. The Gorehorn. I think it's just fair enough as a bit more of a top end. Possibly looking a bit too toppy. Dreadmore. I'm playing Dreadmore, and I'll throw in the Spine Megalodon. Okay. So that puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures, which is about okay. So I need to choose really 8 of these to let me, you know, let's see. So we've got Ranger's Guile. I think isn't from an evasion point of view, put +1, give something +1/+1 and hexproof end of turn. Could be good to save something if I need to. Opt is just going in. 1 mana, I get to scry, I draw a card, triggers my Jor-El, triggers other things, that stays in. Life goes on, not bothered. And miscast, counter target instant sorcery, and this is controller pays 3. I look at this and I'm a bit conflicted. I think at the right time it could be great. Someone's tapped out, you counter the, you know, they played a big spell, they played a big creature, you can counter it unless they pay 3. Doesn't really draw me a card or anything, but it could be good. Could be good. It's easy to cast and cancel. If nothing else, it forces people, you know, to spend their mana on, you know, dealing with this rather than playing something big. So that's a maybe. That's a maybe. Setesian Training. Yeah, I'm going to play this. Enchant creature I control. It draws me a card. Gives it +1/+0 and trample. Yeah, it's in. Return to Nature. I'm assuming I'm going to be doing best of 3 with James later. So let's see what he's got. But that's not an auto include. That's in the maybe pile. See the Truth. It's not drawing me anything. I get to look at the top 3 cards, 1 into my hand, the rest on the bottom. I don't really think so for what I'm doing now. Unsubstantiate, I think would be, yeah, really useful. I think that could be good. So, cancel, maybe. It's always good to have some kind of counter. Rousing Reed, though, for 3 mana, enters the battlefield, I draw 2 and then discard a card. So whenever I draw my second card, I create a cap. So I draw 2, then discard, I chant something, gives it flying, gives something evasion. I think that is worth it. Frost Breath, tap 2 target creatures, they don't untap. Push through for damage. I don't think Fungal Rebirth necessarily has a place, potentially. I'll put this in the maybe pile. Right, where does that leave us? Okay. So Capture Sphere, enchant creature, tap it, doesn't untap. I think that's solid removal. Solid removal. It's an enchantment, it's going to be harder to get rid of. You play it on the right creature at the right time, very good. Now, looking at the Sanctum. Okay, so it's 4 mana, but at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I may draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines. If I do, I discard. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. It gets me, you know, it gets me a card. If I play it turn 4, gets me a card. Don't know. Hunter's Edge, +1/+1, and then deals damage equal to power target creature. I think that might be quite expensive. So I'm not overly sold on these, but I need some. I think probably Hunter's Edge would go in. Maybe that one as well. Enthralling Hold. So what we got here? Enchant creature. You can't choose an untapped creature as this spell is target. As this spell's target as you cast it, you control enchanted creature. Maybe. And then Read the Tides for 6 mana. I draw 3 cards, or return 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. That's a lot, isn't it? But I draw 3. It would trigger Jor-El. So let's see what things I've got to draw me cards. So yeah, the Wall of Runes or Portcullis is fine. I can sack both of those for 2 mana to draw a card. Jor-El, yeah, draw a second card each turn. You know, if I've got cards in my hand, I can push through for damage as well. Or Daily and Arcanist, I don't think that's worth it really. Put in the maybe pile. So the Protege definitely draw. I can loot, triggers Jor-El, put counters on the Law Scale Coatl. The Empath comes in, I get to cheat off one of my big boys. The Harbinger, I think it's just good. Tome Anima can't be blocked, so I've drawn 2 or more cards. All that fits in with everything else, doesn't it? The 3/3 unblockable would be nice. If I get to the bigger creatures, Dilophosaur could work. Solemn, I think, you know, for a bit of ramp. Gnarled Sage, yeah, I think that's okay. Colossal Dreadnought, Spy Megalodon. So what we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So still on 2 over really. I really don't want to be over. I think I'm probably going to ditch. Draws me cards, returns things, draws me cards and buffs something. Yeah. I'm thinking these two. I'm thinking Enthralling Hold and Read the Tides Go. And that puts me in at 23. Did I get any fixing in my... Of course I didn't, no. None of the relevant lands or anything in there. So yeah, I think this looks a bit, it does look a bit toppy up here at sort of 7, but then that's fine. Those are my finishes. I've got a chance to get to those early on. I can draw some cards. I've got some evasion in there for my creatures. I can give a couple of things flying. I can give things trample. As ever, not particularly confident when it comes to a pre-release, but that's just me. And also, I'm up against the beast, so what chance do I stand? So yeah, I'll go and sort out the mana base and sleeve this up ready for later. Thanks for watching.